Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Sharifah Nur Adriana Wafa binti Said Zaidrin Wafa. I am from class JBA 1144A and my metric number is 2019278972. And today I would like to discuss a topic for Madam Zuraida about share valuation, which is our last topic of chapter 4. There are several methods that can be used to value common stock. In this chapter, we will focus on three approaches, which are dividend valuation model, PE multiplier model, and price to book value. Dividend valuation model. A common stock value is equal to present value of all future cash flows expected to be received by the stockholders. Therefore, the dividend valuation model is a model that values stock on the basis of future dividend streams it's expected to offer. This is why it is beneficial for us to first understand the concept of time value of money. In the following section, we will consider the cases of zero growth, constant growth, and variable growth. Zero growth is growth rate of dividend is zero, so the value of dividend is constant. Constant growth is the growth rate of dividend is constant. And variable growth is growth rate of dividend varies for several years before it becomes constant. Let's take a look of example, stock value with zero growth. A zero growth stock is a stock that gives constant amount of dividends efficiently. That is, D0 equals to D1 equals to D2 equals to D3 and so on. A constant that is expected to pay a constant amount of each year forever is called a perpetuity. In order to value this type of stock, we can use this formula, where Vs equal to annual dividend divided by required rate of return. Let's take a look of this question and how to solve it. Nina Berhad last dividend was 58 cents. If dividends are expected to be paid constantly at 58 cents in the future, if the required rate of return on the stock is 8%, calculate the value of this zero growth stock. So, the solution is 58 cents, which is annual dividend, divided by 0.08, which is 8% required rate of return, and we get 7 ringgit 25 cents. Now, let's take a look of example how to solve constant growth question. A constant growth stock is a stock that its dividend is expected to grow at the same rate efficiently. The formula to value constant growth stock is Vs equal to D1 divided by K minus G. D1 means next year's dividend, K means required rate return, and G means constant rate of growth in dividend. Let's take a look of this question and how to solve it. Recently, Herbert had paid a dividend of 1 ringgit 30 cents per share to its own shareholders. The dividend is expected to grow at 4% per year efficiently. If the required rate of return on this stock is 12%, calculate the value of the stock today. So here's the solution. You can write D0 bracket 1 plus G divided by K minus G, which means 1 ringgit 30 cents bracket 1 plus 0.04 divided by bracket 0.12 minus 0.04. We get 60 ringgit 90 cents. Moving on to PE multiplier model. The PE ratio is simpler approach compared to dividend valuation model. This ratio, along with estimated EPS, is used to determine a reasonable stock price. Let's take a look of PE multiplier model example. The formula is P0 equals to EPS 1 multiplied by PE ratio. Let's solve this question. Adriana Bay expects its earning per share to reach 70 cents this year. What is the value of stock if the industry PE ratio is 18? Will you buy the stock if it is trading at 5 ringgit 50 cents a share? So the stock price is EPS multiplied by PE ratio, which means 70 cents multiplied by 18. We get 12 ringgit. And since the market price is lower than the instrument value, I will buy the stock. Adriana Bay is underpriced. And last but not least, we will learn how to calculate the price to book value. Let's take a look of this example. The formula of price to book value is P/BV ratio equals to marketing price of common stock divided by book value per share. BV equals to equity equals to net worth. Let's take a look of this question. Wafa's Berhad has asset of 600 million and total liability of 210 million. It has 150 million share of common stock outstanding. Compute the price of the stock if the industry price to book value is 3. The solution is Total equity equals to total asset minus total liability, which is 6 million minus 210 million equals 390 million, while the book value per share equals to equity divided by number of shares outstanding, which is 390 million divided by 150 million equals to 2 ringgit 60 cents. Price to book value equal to 3, therefore P equals to 3 multiplied by 2 ringgit 60 cents, and lastly we get 7 ringgit 80 cents. The reference that I use is Analysis and Valuation of Equities Financial 327 textbook, February 2020, and Madam Zuraida's slide. That's all from me. Thank you and stay safe. Bye.